kids, grandparents, adults. Here's how you can support the striking kids in your life. Or here's how you can support the climate action kids in your life. Youth need allies. We need allies for a bunch of different things. I need my mom for emotional support and for rides and for being there for things that I do. I need my dad for being the signature that I need from someone 18 years or older when I rent out the library for a climate assembly or a town hall. My grandma drives me to protests while we listen to new Broadway recordings. There are really beneficial ways to be an ally when the government is failing to act. And I'm going to talk about some of them. So, let your kid know that, okay, if you're okay with your kid striking from school every Friday, let them know. Give them the City Hall address, and if they choose to strike every Friday, strike with them, if they so wish. Take photos of their strike and stuff that they do, speeches that they give, stuff like that. If you're not okay with them striking every Friday, and they want to, work with them to make a plan. They could strike every other Friday, one Friday a month. They could go to City Hall after school for an hour and protest. They could strike in school by doing a silent strike or a lunch strike. There's a bunch of different ways to enable that, even if they have really strict deadlines for how much they can miss school, like I do. They notice when you take action. They may not immediately compliment it or comment on it, but they notice. They notice when you call your reps. They notice when you sign petitions and share their work that they're doing. They notice when you share the Facebook posts of them talking about an event that they're hosting. They notice when you film and take photos. Keep doing that. And let them know that you're an ally to them for what they need. Climate grief is real and a lot. Let them know that you're there for them. I remember vividly, I went to bed early. I didn't go to bed. I went to my room early so that I could watch the first Democratic debates. And it was already an hour into the debates, and my friend said, hey, they haven't mentioned climate change yet. Like, you can watch for your thing. I care about other topics, but people associate me with climate change, which is fine. And I saw the amount of time that was spent on climate change, and I heard the crappy questions that were spent on climate change, and I went upstairs to my mom, and I just cried. Because I knew that our future was worth more than 6 minutes. And she let me. She didn't have to say anything. She just let me cry, and she hugged me. And she let me sit down with her and vent. And she told me that she's glad that I'm doing what I can, and she supports me. And that's really all I needed to hear, and I'm still really grateful. So, be a safe person for your kids. Don't tell them they're overreacting. Don't tell them that they're not making an impact. Because they are. And you are too by supporting them. Ask them what you can do. That's really powerful. Even if it's just like help making signs, or if they need a hug, or if they need a snack during a conference call, that stuff is important. It's so important. And they notice. My parents are absolutely wonderful, and I am very lucky. And I know some people are not as lucky, And I imagine some parents and adults out there don't really know how to ally their climate action kids. So I just wanted to help and know that climate action parents, climate action adults, I see you and thank you. Thank you to my dad and my grandma. Specific thank you to my mom because I specifically live with her, and so there's more opportunities for me to like do stuff with her, but I really am so grateful for what she does for me. She has a 3-year-old and a 16-year-old, and she's still there for me, and that's wonderful. And adults, it can be scary for you too. It can be scary having kids with all of these deadlines, so make sure that you're taking care of yourself too, and make sure that you're taking action too and calling your reps and signing petitions. Yeah, just make sure that you're checking in with your kids, and if you think you're doing a bad job, you're probably doing a better job than you're giving yourself credit for. And if you're not, you can always improve, because there's always room for growth. In everything, there is always growing room, and I believe in you. So, to climate action kids and climate action adults, I see you, I love you, thank you. To my adults, thank you, I love you. And until next time, stay safe, stay snazzy, and do what you can. Peace.